It's here! It's finally here! We made it, everyone! Well, half of everyone anyway. Endgame is more or less the final chapter in an 11-year saga. Sure, there's still other Marvel movies to be made, but it's a complete saga from when Iron Man was released in 2008 until now. This journey was everything. And it will never be, it can never be repeated in cinema history again.
Jarvis, the door is locked. It's time for me to film.
So yeah. I'm sure the other guys loved this movie, but I didn't want to risk it, so I may have locked the door to get into the studio today. But don't worry, I'll take it from here. One of the things that boggles my mind the most is the timeline. Guys, this journey has been the last decade of our lives. The amount of amazing writing that had to go into play to get us from Iron Man all the way till now is pure genius. There shouldn't even be a vote. No, just give every single member of the entire team that conceptualized this path a Golden Globe. Just do it, and while you're at it, give one to every single Avenger. But nothing for you, Josh Brolin.
I swear you better not be in there wearing my jacket.
Of course I'm not! The action in Marvel movies is always top-notch. That being said, the amount of adrenaline, the amount of excitement that was flowing through my veins during the battle, it may never be felt again. It was by far the best internal feeling I have ever had while watching an action sequence in my entire life. I now completely understand why I completely understand why I always like these things.
Whatever you do, do not wear that hat, Jarvis. It is custom fitted.
I won't! We've mentioned in our review of Ragnarok that going full-on comedy with these Marvel movies, it kind of dampers the experience a little bit. When I say Endgame was a perfect movie, I mean it. And not just from a fanboy or a comic book nerd viewpoint. It has the perfect amount of comedy to balance the intense action sequences. Now, I'm not gonna do any spoilers or give away anything by any means, but Thor, come on, man. Bruh. Luckily, there are more decent human beings on Facebook than are not, so spoilers, even though I'm sure they were out there, they didn't catch fire as I was able to successfully evade them. Now, that being said, I didn't really have a clue to the entire plot going into this 3-hour perfect movie. Did I mention this was a perfect movie? If you go into this movie only knowing that half of the population of the entire universe is toast, and everyone wants Thanos dead, it'll keep you on the edge of your seat. I mean, the way the movie flows is in a way you can't possibly predict. Edge of your seat. Dorian gives it a 10. Tony gives it a 10. Bud gives it a 10. Norman gives it a 10. Me, I give it a 100. We here at Who's Review give Avengers Endgame the overall rating of perfect movie. Yeah. There's no way possible that someone who has watched the Marvel saga from Iron Man on can possibly dislike this movie unless you don't have a soul. That's literally the only way. Well, that's our review. Now let us see yours. Post your own thoughts and share your own video reviews in the comments below, and stay up to date with all things through our Facebook page. So like it, our Facebook page. Go ahead, like the Facebook page. Like Who's Review on Facebook. I will wait. Did you do it? Well, thank you. Thanks for checking us out here at Who's Review, where everyone's a critic.